Hello and welcome to the Allotment Diaries podcast. My name is Chay and my co-host is Amy. Whether you're a veteran allotmenteer or someone who's just started, we believe this show appeals to everybody. Hello and welcome to the new episode, episode 6. On today's episode, we will be chatting to the lovely Hannah from Lincolnshire. But before we get things going, Amy, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. Yeah, how are you holding up with the heat and any hosepipe ban your neck of the wood?
No hosepipe ban here.
No.
I don't think we're going to get one now, do you? I think that, aren't they talking about water levels going back to normal now? Maybe not now, but soon. So I'm not sure whether we'll get one, but no hosepipe ban for us. And yeah, it's hot. It's still hot. I'm sitting here thinking roll on autumn.
Yeah, it is sweltering. And before we actually chat to Hannah, how are things on your plot?
They're looking a little sparse now. I think I pulled so much out. I don't think that's the right term, is it? Should we say harvested?
No, I prefer pulled. Yeah,
pulled it all out.
Pulled it out.
So yeah, we've got quite a lot of space now, quite a lot of gaps, and I think that what I want to try and do is build some cages so I can get my winter veg in.
What kind of winter veggies are you focusing on?
Like all your brassicas. So I want to do all my Christmas dinner veg.
Nice.
So I want to do my potatoes, which I've told that you need earlies. You can put them in now and then they'll be ready. Carrots, sprouts. Fancy doing some broccoli and cauliflower. I don't know if I'll go any more than that, but yeah. I really want to try and grow some stuff throughout winter rather than just leaving it empty or winter.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really focused so much for the winter this time. I'm going to try to do the no dig. So I think I'm going to, rather than plant things, I'm going to try to focus this winter on just covering the whole plot in cardboard. So over the last few months, I've just been collecting loads of cardboard in the shed in preparation for the no dig.
Yeah.
Although having said that, I do actually have some purple sprouting broccoli for my Christmas dinner. It's going to be a really sparse Christmas dinner, I think. Just some purple sprouting broccoli. Yeah. Maybe I could come to yours before Christmas dinner. Bring the family as well.
I'll post some to you.
Cheers. And how's your pumpkins? At the last episode, you were saying they looked a little bit sorry.
Yeah, so I actually think that they're just dying back. I don't think it was to do with the heat, because looking over at other people's plots that are doing pumpkins, they look exactly the same. The plant just looks like it's dying back. I've got one very orange pumpkin, and that is all I'm getting. There are no more pumpkins, which is a little bit sad because the idea was to have them for Halloween. So all 3 kids are going to have to share now, unfortunately. Or the kids don't share and I just use it. I feel like that's a better idea.
What do you do with it? Do you actually eat the pumpkin, or do you just use it for purely Halloween?
Yeah, I grew them purely for Halloween. They were like a specific orange standard Halloween pumpkin type. So no, I've tried it. I don't like pumpkin. I think that I can honestly say it's the most amazing thing I've ever grown. Like the most satisfaction out of growing that, but I don't eat them.
Yeah.
So let's hope it makes a good pumpkin for Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, I've got 4 growing on my plot. I think I will probably experiment in terms of trying to eat one of them. Use it for some kind of, I don't know, pumpkin soup or pumpkin stir fry. Can you get pumpkin stir fry? I'm not too sure.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can chuck anything in a stir fry, can't you? But
yeah.
What about like a pumpkin spice cupcake or something? They look more appealing, I must admit, than a soup or something.
Yeah, potentially. I'll post it to you.
No, don't bother.
But yeah, one of the pumpkin, I think I was mentioning it the other day to you, looks slightly square. So I'm quite intrigued as to how that will turn out. A square pumpkin. I'm not too sure if that is possible.
I think just basing it on going around a pumpkin patch last Halloween to look for pumpkins for the kids, you just get so many different varieties, different shapes. So I don't think it's the norm to have a square one, but I don't know. It's probably It's probably quite unique, but doable.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you got any squashes coming through?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So I went heavy with butternut squash as well, and I've got some leek as well coming through.
Right.
So yeah. So I should have some winter harvest, but majority of it is going to be probably not related to the Christmas dinner.
Yeah. I did forget that I planted garlic, and I found that the other day.
Oh, that's a nice surprise.
A lot of them were quite small, but some of them were quite big. But yeah. They haven't done as well, but I didn't put them in at the time you're supposed to. So I think you're supposed to sow them on the shortest day and harvest them on the longest day. Or that could be the other way around. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I just put them in, I think, April time. And now I've got some garlic, so I was quite impressed. I haven't tried it yet, but definitely smells very garlicky. So I do like doing garlic as well. I think it's quite a cool thing to grow.
Was it high maintenance in terms of like looking after it? Did you have to water it? Or?
Yeah, water it, but I mean, as I said, they're so small and they just shoot up like almost like a spring onion or a leek or something. So yeah, you just literally forget they're there. It was just in between all my bean plants.
Oh, that must have been a nice surprise.
Yeah, that's cool. So what have you been up to on your plot this week then?
It's just abundance of harvesting. Honestly, I think I've got a lot more harvest this year than last year.
Oh, really?
On a daily basis, I'm picking up 2 or 3 courgettes. I can't. I mean, I cannot give anyone.
That was me last year. Yeah.
I went to my neighbor, my allotment neighbor. Allotment neighbor. I said, "Would you like a courgette?" And she said, "Would you like 2 marrows?" And I just walked away from that conversation. Everybody's having the same problem. I have been harvesting a lot of sweet corn. Okay. I planted, I think it's roughly about 32 sweet corns, and they all kind of
wow. Okay.
And one of the problems, it was a schoolboy error, is that I planted at the same time. So what happens is that I've got 32 sweet corns to eat within a week.
Yeah. Did you not? I'm just freezing mine. I found the same. I just stripped them, did I cut them up? Yeah, I did actually. I did cut them up into like little corn on the cob sections and just froze them. And I've used them since and they're fine. Obviously, they're not going to be as nice as having it straight off the plant, but it's better than waste.
Yeah. No, I think that's pretty good advice. I have been giving it away, taking it to work, giving it away.
Oh, really?
Yep. Been harvesting a lot of other things as well. But yeah, it's my tomatoes, outdoor tomatoes. It's coming on really well.
Yeah, ours are too.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with my tomatoes this year, because tomatoes have always been my arch nemesis plant. I've no idea why, but they just don't grow on me. So this year they've done really well.
That's good. I must admit. Yeah, I do. Every time I go down, I do get like a couple of handfuls of tomatoes. It's quite nice. It's quite nice going down there and seeing them all red. But yeah, it feels like we're almost reaching that end of season. I think I did read that everything's sort of sped up this year. That's kind of why pumpkins already seem to be ready and dying back. It's just happening a lot earlier this year, which doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense to me because we've had such hot weather. I don't know how that's sped it up. I would have thought if we'd have had a lot of bad weather and the autumn had come a little bit early, that might have encouraged it, but I don't know. I'm not sure. But I definitely have found that compared to like last year, everything seems to be ready to go in August rather than September.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Are you ready for a chat with Hannah?
Yes.
Yeah?
Let's go.
Right.
So today we have a very special guest with us. We've got Hannah from the Little Allotment Diary on Instagram. Hello, Hannah. How are you?
Hello. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you. Not bad, thank you. So we've invited you on. I think did you offer to be a guest on our pod?
Yeah.
Or did we ask you?
Well, me and Chay have been chatting a little bit over